added this video, but what's going on with market? Well, let's share the screen and let's talk about this. But then we're gonna concentrate on California. Everybody's going to California because they think that they're gonna get that $8,000 load for drive-in or $10,000 for reefer. Is that really gonna happen? Or maybe everybody just going after talking to other drivers? Well, let's see the reality. What's going on with market today? I'm gonna share the screen and we of course going to look at DAT load board. So let's first look at our trend lines for May because we are almost in the middle of the May. And unfortunately, look at this numbers, right? So what can we see? Well, we can see that our prices for April went down. The poor drive-ins went to $1.99 average. The reefers went to $2.33, and only flatbed step decks were kind of being steady at $2.52. So this is our actually national market prices, right? On different equipment. So let's go into details. What's going on with the fuel? Well, fuel is at $3.89 as a national average. Well, it went down a little bit, but because prices per mile went down, is that really helping carriers to survive? Are we seeing bankruptcies going on? Yes, we do. And the longer we're going to be watching this nonsense, the more people are actually going to be going out of the business because they simply cannot afford to run their fleets. If you have 100, 150 trucks and your operational cost is higher because of your newer equipment, because of your offices, because of your warehousing, unfortunately, the reality is gonna kick in and not many of you are gonna be able to survive unless you had some savings from the previous years, unless you did not spend your loans after COVID on your fancy cars and you were smart enough to have it as a backup and reinvest in the business. Otherwise, reality kind of is not that bright. But as a dispatcher, you still have to do your best. So let's see. If we are going to look at drive-ins right now, this is what's going on. Well, we see the Northeast at $1.76. Well, is this really $1.76 if you trying to get out from Northeast, go back to Midwest or go back to South part of the country? Well, that's not $1.76. This is $1 per mile. This is $1.10 per mile. So remember this. Are we really getting $2.13 on average for Midwest? Not really. All of you are probably averaging with all loaded miles, probably at $1.85, $1.95, unless you still have some dedicated lanes, unless you do partials. But the reality is totally different. That's what they are showing to us. And West Coast is not really paying $2 per mile, even if they do pay that $2.10, $2.20 now California. But to go to California is $1.40, $1.50. Going to Washington or Oregon is not really paying. So please, when you look at this number, be realistic. Let's look what they are showing for us for national flatbed rates. So this is what they're showing. Wow, sounds good to be true, $2.62 per mile, but one way. And then you try to get back to Chicago area and it's going to be $1.80. Unless again, you have partials, unless again, you have warehousing and you combine your LTL, less than truckload, with your full loads, then you might be averaging 260. Otherwise, you're not averaging this. Let's look at the reefers. And what are the reefers are showing us? Well, this is the data for the reefers. 240, 247, 194, 236, 226. Again, when you're gonna look at the average reefers right now, probably you at 210, 215 if you're still doing a good job. But let's go back and let's see, is California really paying that? And I have to go to our favorite DAT1, right? Because we are all getting used to the new look of that one. So we're simply going to post the truck. Let's post the truck for tomorrow. We're going to be looking for dry van, and then we're going to compare the reefers rate. So we're going to do 2 postings. So if you're really watching me, hopefully you can see this on the screen because I'm recording on the Zoom, and I don't know if my picture is covering. Let me make it smaller. So we are talking about dry van. We are talking about 53 foot trailer. We're going to put max 46,000 for the posting purposes so we can see all our loads. It's not because we are desperate dispatchers and we're gonna look for the heaviest load. No. But not to cut any postings, we're going to put maximum for dry vans. We're going to put our favorite Los Angeles, right? California. And actually, we're not even gonna put destination right now. And we're gonna see how many loads are gonna be there for tomorrow for the whole USA. And after that, we're gonna be a professional dispatcher. We go back and we're gonna add it, and we will make sure that we have a plan, because pro dispatcher always has a plan. And then he has a driver who can dictate where he wants to go. In this case, we're gonna look at us as pro dispatcher and then as dispatcher who is trying to please the driver. So our driver wants to go to Florida because he has vented van. So he's hoping if he picks up the load tomorrow in California, gets to Florida next week, he's gonna have the best paying load with watermelons. Let's see, is that a good idea to go to Florida? Is Florida really paying? So we're gonna work on few different scenarios here. But for now, let's post it for tomorrow. We're gonna post for tomorrow. Of course, we're not gonna put the rate per mile, because if we have to be profitable, well, the rate per mile should be at least at $3 per mile to be able to stay in the business. So no, we're not gonna put anything here. Optional things that dispatcher can put, well, early truck, E-Tracks, tanker endorsed driver. So maybe let's put that. Tanker, E&D. We have also E-Tracks. And we are actually early truck. So by early truck, we're going to be empty tonight because we have straight through load from Nevada going to Los Angeles. So let's go. I'm gonna put my landline and I'm gonna ask them to call me here. And hopefully TQL is not gonna be killing my brains because they've been calling today nonstop with their nonsense. But let's see what's gonna happen. So I'm gonna view the loads, and I'm gonna go to view in search, and look at that. Was I right? Well, the favorite TQL is calling. Okay. Dispatch.
Yeah, Jay calling from TQO. How you doing today?
Actually, I'm doing great. Can I help you, sir?
Yeah, see you guys have a truck posted in California. Wanted to go anywhere. Wanted to I got a load picks up either today or tomorrow.
Well, we're gonna be empty tomorrow. Where's your load going?
What time does it pick up? What time is it ready tomorrow?
Well, he's gonna be ready at 9 a.m.
9 a.m. This one picks up at 8. Sorry about that.
Okay, thank you. So let's go back and look at the screen. Even the DAT is in shock, saying, look at this. Results limit reached. Too many results to show. Narrow your search criteria to view new results. So, how many results do we have for dry van for tomorrow? Well, we have 1,400 results. But again, if we are not going to adjust and put different plans, we're not going to see the new posting. So that's where we're going to be a pro dispatcher. So let's first go with our driver request. So let's see what loads are going to Florida. Load going all the way to Pompano Beach, drive-in. If we're going to be in Pompano Beach, dispatch.
So your Los Angeles, California truck?
Yes, my Los Angeles, California truck is available tomorrow. What do you have, sir?
I got a National City, California to Fort Worth, Texas.
Forward Texas. And what is the commodity on your load?
It's military supplies, 35,000 pounds.
Military supplies. Are we delivering to military base?
Picking up from a military base. Need a twit card or an escort available?
Well, we don't have a twig card, so how much is the escort? Are you gonna compensate the escort?
Yeah, the escort's free.
Okay, does driver has to be a United States citizen? Does he has to have proof with him? Because that's what
Yeah.
Okay, well, what does it take for the proof? Just a copy, or they have to have the passport with them because he is USA citizen but not born in the USA?
Okay, yeah, I don't think it's gonna work then.
Yes, unfortunately, the reality is different, so we'd better find a driver who can have the birth certificate with him.
Okay,
Okay, thank you.
thank you.
So what did you learn right now? Do you have to remember he's talking about military base, and if you are pro dispatcher, you know right away, well, military base, that things change drastically after 9/11s, and now if you want to pick up or deliver to any military base or any secure facilities, you have to have a twig card, or he said they will pay for escort, which is not a big deal. They will reimburse you, or they will just give you com check for that escort fee. But catch is not that your driver has to have proof that he is USA citizen, so he needs to have a birth certificate with him. It cannot be just a picture, or he has to have a passport with him to prove that he is a USA citizen. Otherwise, you're gonna be wasting your time. You're gonna go try to check in, or even if you get loaded in California, when you're gonna go to Texas and try to deliver, you're gonna have so many headaches. Being a pro dispatcher, you have to pay attention to those details. Did I even had to ask him how much he's paying? No, because this would be waste of my time. I cannot actually do this because my driver does not have a passport with him in the truck. So pay attention, learn, and make sure that you know why you have to ask that question, right? So let's continue. So if we look into go exactly to Florida, the highest paying load right now is 6,500. That's what we were trying to open before that phone call, right? So it's picking up in California. It's going to Pompano Beach, and they're paying 6,500. It's 239 per mile. While Pompano Beach, well, this is a little bit further than I want to go in Florida, because if he wants to pick up those watermelons, then he has to deadhead to the middle of the Florida, right? So we're talking about extra 250 miles of driving for free. And remember, he's not even a reefer, he's vented van, so prices for those watermelons are going to be way lower for vented van, plus the liability of what? Of rejection of that watermelon somewhere on East Coast or somewhere else. But let's see. So does it make sense to do this? Well, first we need to make sure. I never work with this brokerage, never heard of them, ZNG LLC. So let's double check on our credit, right? So are they even approved? So the pro dispatcher is gonna log in. We're gonna find this MC, and look at this. ZNG LLC actually has no activity for the last 6 months. they do not have ratings. So unfortunately, look, they just opened in 2023, a year before. They had not even one invoice with RTS. No, they don't have a D rating. They don't have an F rating, but they still not approved. They are too new. So let's see the reality of this. Maybe that's why they're paying so much, because they're newer, or maybe other things going on behind the scene. I'm not here to accuse anybody, but again, double brokering, scamming is such a big issue in the trucking right now. So no, we're not even gonna waste our time, because we are pro dispatchers. We need to make sure that we call somebody who we can work with. So let's look at other loads. So the other highest load is again China, California, going to Daytona Beach, 44,000 on the way. Well, they offer the quick pay and extra stops, 4 drops. Wow, really, 4 drops? Well, we're not really in Uber. We're not really in share ride from Lyft. Well, we're not really in Uber Eats. No, no, and no. And again, it's only $2.20 per mile. So if you went to California, $1.50, let's do really fast calculation here. So if you took the load, let's say from Chicago to California, 2,000 miles, and you got paid 3,500, 3,600. So 2,000 miles plus we have another 2,500 miles. So let's say we're talking about 4,500 miles. So with this rate, 5,400 plus 3,500, that was a reality of payments from Chicago, go to California. We're talking about 8,900. I am not even including the nonsense with extra transit, 4 drops all over Florida. But let's divide by what? By our 4,500. We're gonna be at $1.97 average miles. You would say, well, it's not that bad. That's what they're showing on the national trend lines. But remember, we did not include 4 drops, longer transit, heavy load, and plus we don't even know the details on those 4 drops. And we're going to be further in bottom of the Florida. Does it make sense? No, no, and no. Cut the BS out right away. Let's look at another one. So we're going to see 53, 54, 53. Okay. So approximately, I see what they paying from California. Would it make sense for me to post my truck again, van, because I don't have the reefer? And in this case, I'm gonna post rented van, and let me post somewhere in Tampa area. Well, let's do it, Miami, because that's where all the loads were going to, right? Let's go to, oh, sorry, I was supposed to post 53, 46, and let's do Miami, Florida. So let's see what's going on with market today. Again, I'm not gonna put destination. Actually, I'm gonna check for tomorrow. How much loads paying for tomorrow? I'm not posting anything right there because I am just checking. I'm gonna go view in search. And look at this. Oh my God. It's 31 loads there. And the highest paying rate is 3,000 going to Minnesota at $1.82. So here is my decision now. Will I listen to my owner operator and let him tell me to get him load to Florida with hoping that he's gonna get those watermelons next week? By seeing the results today and knowing that he's rented van, not even reefer, unfortunately, I am gonna stick to my pro dispatching guts. He got to California. He took the load from Chicago to Nevada first. Then he took the short load for like $300 not to go empty to Los Angeles. So approximately he is at what? At 3,900 from Chicago to Los Angeles. $87 per mile. So no, we're gonna go back to the posting. We're going to see how much do they pay from California to go to East Coast, to go to Midwest, to go somewhere where I can reload, because I am not gonna be hoping for those magical watermelons. I am not gonna commit to suicidal mission from the beginning. And hopefully people who've been in the industry understand what I'm talking about. So let's go back and let's adjust this posting. And we're going to go back to Los Angeles. Instead of the Florida, let's put our zones. Z0, Z1, Z2. Let's add Z4, Z5, Z6. So what did I cover? Strong Midwest and Northeast. I am not going to Georgia. I'm not going to South Carolina right now. He's not a reefer. He's a dry van. I have to understand the difference. So let's update and let's see. So it did not result. Oh, limit search. Too many results to show. Okay, so Z0, Z1. Come on, let me get at least Z2 search. Okay, let's not deadhead that much. So let's adjust here. I want to be only 50 miles around Los Angeles. So we have 142 results to go to Northeast. Let me also add Z4, Z5, Z6, and see now. Well, still 142. So let's see who is paying the biggest money. So let's look at this. Well, it is for tomorrow. So far, the highest paying is 6,500 going to Pennsylvania. And it would be 245 per mile. So let's see. We would be 35 miles away from pickup because we are delivering to Los Angeles. This is picking up in Chino, California. Going to the Taylor, Pennsylvania, 242. Let's look what other details. Well, extra stops. New York, New York, New York, Pennsylvania, 5 drops. Really? We're not dealing with nonsense of 5 drops and only for $2.42 going to Pennsylvania. So if you look at this map, pay attention. We're talking about Pennsylvania. You're talking about 76. You're talking about the most expensive tolls in the USA. Do you have to remember this? Plus, you need to adjust the map right here, right? You will need to add a Salt Lake City or ask your driver if he's going through New Mexico. So this map is not correct, right? We're not driving through the forest on 70 in Colorado. We're not going through Yellowstones. We're not flying over the lakes, right? We're not going through Canada. So you have to remember this. Also, you have to pay attention. Well, what are you gonna do in Pennsylvania? Is he getting back to Midwest or what is the plan? So let's go back here. Well, I don't really know if this is gonna work for us, right? So this is Sunset. Look about Coyote. So what is Coyote tells us? Coyote tells us this is going to Massachusetts. It is 13,000, so at least it's light, and average is going to be $2.18 per mile. Well, we can look into that. Let's see if we only going to come back to Midwest, right? Let's see what's gonna happen. What is the highest paying load? Well, the highest paying load now is actually going to Wisconsin. Well, probably it's going to be catch. Let's guess. How many drops? Probably 5 or 6. So let's see. Well, again, extra stops. Minnesota, 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 Wisconsin, 5 drops. But if you pick in 5 drops, you'd better drop 5 drops in Minnesota, Wisconsin, and end up in a better area than go with 5 drops to Pennsylvania. It says that it's $2.87 on the total miles, but remember, it does not include all the drops. So we can actually call and ask them what is a commodity. What else is going on? Well, you can go to Cleveland, Ohio. And it's our favorite TQL. And look at the details. So details, 1 p.m. pickup or 5/8 loading, and also going to Detroit and Cleveland, Ohio. So this is 2 drops load. So we're gonna post different plan as well and see, right? So just stay with me and I will be right back.
Hey, oh, hello?
Yes, how can I help?
Oh, perfect. I was calling because I saw you had a van tow coming out of California. Is that still available?
It's posted for tomorrow.
Yes, ma'am.
So what do you have?
I have a one pick, one drop picking up in Commerce, California on the 10th at 7 a.m. to 1500, so it's first come, first served. Truckload of plastic containers going to Bellevue, Washington on the 13th at 8 a.m.
Well, unfortunately, we're gonna get back to Midwest or Northeast, so we're not staying on West Coast. Sorry.
No problem. Have a good one.
You too. Bye-bye. So remember, you as a dispatcher, you have to be so proficient in knowing the USA, right? Well, she's calling to go to Washington. Is your driver has a permit to go to Oregon? Is he willing to deal with California traffic? Is he really want to go to that Washington area now? There is no loads for dry van. So right there, would you like to sit there and start asking for prices and commodities and all of this? No, you don't want to waste her time. You don't want to waste your time. Plus, remember, it's picking up at 7 a.m. Well, we're going to be available at 9, so it's already not going to be working well. So learn how to cut those conversations to minimum without wasting your energy and time. So let's look at few other things. Los Angeles, California. So that's where we're gonna be delivering. And let's see what else is posted there, right? So Z4, Z5, Z6. Oh, let's pause that we're going anywhere. So how many loads are there? 1,044. Again, this is not professional thing to do, but I just want to see the highest paying loads. And you can adjust rate the highest, right? So it's too many results because we posted to go all over the USA. We posted 50 miles radius from Los Angeles. We're not really deadheading. So let's look at few other loads. So we have Scotland. Scotland is paying $1.90 to go to Massachusetts. Let's look at Maryland, some emerge transportation. They are paying $2.05. Well, seems like all the drivers who've been talking about 7,000 for the load, 8,000 for the load, probably we're not really sharing the truth with all the drivers. Well, we might have a spot market on Saturday. We might have a little bit higher prices on Friday because stuff needs to be moved. But no, we don't see 7,000, 8,000 load, but we are talking about dry van. So let's come here and switch that to reefer. So maybe the driver's getting confused. when they talk about different types of equipment. So let's search. Is that going to be a big difference? Wow. And look what's going on. We have 610 results, less than for drive-ins, but let's look at the prices. Wow, that's when we see 8,000, right? That's when we see what, 7,600. So yes, if you are reefer, probably you are getting that payment, but not when you are driving, right? So let's see. We're going all the way to Massachusetts. Let's actually post another truck. And why I'm posting? Because I do want to receive. So we're still gonna put when. We're still gonna keep this, right? So we can receive all the phone calls. We're going to put Los Angeles again, and we just posting. Okay, post. Again, view loads. We're gonna go to view search. So for the drive-in, they give us warning that you're not gonna see new posting because it's too many loads. 1,400 loads. Well, it's not that many loads. We're not talking about 2,000-3,000 loads per search, but whatever. Again, we're going to decrease so we can compare on the same level, and we're going to switch for tomorrow, right? Look at this, we're switching for tomorrow. Dispatch.
This call is being recorded.
Galen with Armstrong Transport, calling about your truck you have posted out of Los Angeles for today.
Well, actually, sorry, I just fixed it. It is available tomorrow.
Okay. I need this today. Well, I appreciate your call.
Thank you. So this was phone call for today. Do you see how fast they called? Because I did not adjust the date. Okay, and let's see what's going on with the flatbed. So let's post again, and we're going to choose flatbed. We're going to choose 53. We're going to increase to 48,000. Dispatch.
Hey, hi, morning.
Yes, how can I help?
Yeah, this is Reefer. I'm a Steel Logistics, and I need your help to cover one of my shipment from California to New York. Do you guys have any availability nearby?
Hold on a second. So let me
Okay.
check first your MC. What is your MC, sir?
144-2280.
2280. Okay, where are you located?
Okay, we are actually in Brampton, and
Where?
I'm looking at the load in
where's
California
your company?
to New York.
Can I verify your company? Where are you guys located?
Yeah, we are in Connecticut. No, in office in Connecticut.
Your office in Connecticut. Where is your main office registered? Wow, and look at this. He hung up right away. Do you see that the poor guy does not even know who he's working for? Really? You do not know that the Immersity Logistics LLC, although they have the rating C, they are registered in Arkansas. They came into the business in 2022. They probably have outsourcing in different country, and it's okay. I understand we have to cut on operational cost on all the levels, but can you educate your employees where you actually register? So when you talk to somebody like me, I don't really start guessing. I'm working with double broker in here. Are you actually legit? Are you pretend to be Immersity Logistics? So here it is. And the way he hung up, well, it just gave me another red flag. No, I am not gonna be taking chances, even though RTS said that they're at sea. Because in the end of the day, well, any factoring can say, well, this broker does not pay. And who is gonna lose the money? My carrier. So pro dispatchers, pay attention and ask those questions because you have all the rights. Look at this. He is calling me back. Dispatch.
Hey, hi. Sorry, the line was disconnected.
Oh,
you for the one of the load for the California to New York.
yeah, I just needed to verify where is your company registered?
Okay, its company is registered in the Delaware, Wilmington, Delaware. We have main office in Delaware, Wilmington, Delaware.
Well, I see that the Mercity Logistics is registered in Arkansas, in Russellville, Arkansas. So you're probably working outside of the country?
We have one office over there in India.
Okay, so you are actually in India, right? So you are outsourced company.
We are Indian.
I
Yeah, we
understand.
are Indian.
I
Hard to
understand.
call
I
Delaware.
understand that you are
I'm in
Indian, but where are you? Are you working outside of the USA? That's
No,
all I'm asking.
our team working in India, a team working in Canada, a team working in Delaware.
Okay, so you personally, are you working outside of the country or you in
Yes,
Delaware?
Delaware. No, I'm in the US, the Delaware.
Or you are in Delaware? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. So what are you
You
offering?
have a low capacity.
So what do you
Do
have,
you have
sir?
any availability?
I have a truck available tomorrow, yes, in Los Angeles. So what do you have? Where is your load going?
Okay, that's a plan. Okay, I have one load over here in the city of industry and going to New York, Ridgewood, New York.
Okay, can I have the zip code for the New York?
Yeah. You looking for the?
I need a zip code for delivery.
Okay, zip code just is 11385.
11385.
Yeah.
Does not come out as any zip code. It shows California. So that delivery, I need a delivery.
Yeah, it's showing a 11385, New York.
Okay, which part of New York?
Just give me a moment.
Ridgewood, New York. So it's Queens. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's going to Queens. Okay, you'd better pay pretty good. Who is the receiver there?
Okay. You're looking for the zip code for this one too?
No,
or you looking for
I'm
the receiver
asking
name?
you, who is the receiver in New York?
I can send you the detail of the receiver in the email if you have any capacity, so I can email you.
Sir, we are professionals here. I need to know who I am receiving to in
Okay,
New York.
never mind.
Never
I'll
mind?
let you know. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you. So you guys tell me, do I have the right to ask who is the shipper, who is the receiver? So I'm just fixing the map so you guys can see that's how we're gonna go through Salt Lake City. Probably, most like a driver is going to go through Albuquerque. So you need to make sure that you add this. One more time, pay attention. We are going to deliver to somewhere to Queens. Why I'm asking you? Because most of the receivers or shippers here, they don't even have a docks. Most of the time, it's so hard to get in. That's why I'm asking you. So you're gonna send me the details after we discuss this? No, no, and no. I am not a desperate dispatcher. I am pro dispatcher. First of all, going to New York or Island, it's already nonsense from beginning. Secondary, well, I already do not like this company because first, I don't even know where they register. Then they make up story that they're somewhere in Delaware. First, they said that they were in New York. Then he's already in India. Secondary, he does not want to give me details. Well, no, we don't run business like that in the USA. And hopefully, if we all stick to our questions and tell them that this was valid question from me as a dispatcher, I need to know who is my shipper is. I need to know who is my receiver is. I am not able to go and steal your load at this moment. What I'm asking you, what I'm going to be dealing with tomorrow, how long is it going to take me load to unload, what kind of facility, what I'm going to be dealing in New York, in Queens, right? Will I be even able to park my truck, or what's going to happen? So you telling me that Well, dispatchers are asking nonsense questions. Well, when you ask me who the driver is, what kind of trailer do I have? Do I have air ride? Do I have swing doors or wooden floors? Or if he has a fresh hours, what if I would tell you the same? Well, send me the rate confirmation first, and then I'll tell you if I even have this equipment. Well, let's talk about all these prices, and then I'll tell you if we're gonna take the load or not. Guys, dear brokers, nobody's stealing your loads. You are stealing them from each other anyway. You are underbidding each other and you killing this market. So please, let's not play that game because it's really getting ridiculous. I cannot know who the shipper and receiver is? Really? Maybe I don't even need to know what is a commodity is, how heavy it is it palletized or floor loaded? Just because market is so down that I finally have to be thankful that you giving me the load? Really? That's what's going on in trucking right now? We're not a charity trucking companies. We're not a desperate dispatchers. We are professionals and we do our job on this end. Dispatch.
Hey there, calling in your Los Angeles truck then?
It's actually for tomorrow, sir.
Gotcha. Okay, no worries. I just need something else
Uh-huh.
today. Thank you though.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Dispatch.
Hey, calling about that Los Angeles Reefer van you got for today?
Actually, it was misposted. It's for tomorrow, sir. Do you have something for tomorrow?
Nope, never mind, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Bye-bye. So look, right now is what? 3:10 p.m. in Chicago. So this is 1 p.m. in Los Angeles today. So let's see, how much do they pay for drive and loads today, right? So should we copy this? Well, let's go and let's post for today just so we can compare. Are they paying more afternoon? So should you wait tomorrow to afternoon to get better prices or not? So let's see. Los Angeles for today. Let's post. Let's view searches. And we're going to put only 50 miles. 50 miles from Los Angeles. And you know what? Let's say that we want to have lighter load. So 46,000, we're gonna change to 40,000. So let's see, with a drive-in. Okay, so let's look. We did adjusted Los Angeles to only 50 miles of deadhead. We are actually going to look only for the full loads. We did not put destination just because we want to see the highest paying loads. And we put 40,000. So let's switch to 43,000. I mean, we are driving. So let's see. So now we had 780 results. My favorite TQL is calling. Dispatch.
Hey, you still got that van in Los Angeles, California?
Yes, what do you have, sir?
I have something on in Miami, Florida.
Miami, Florida. Is it one pick, one drive?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Till what time can we pick up today?
You can pick up today by 2 p.m.
By 2
Yes.
p.m.
Yeah. You know what? I just saw this only has. Actually, I'm gonna see if we can extend this pickup time. I just need a rate out of y'all first. Picking up today, I guess by 2, but we're gonna see if we can extend that. And it's going to Miami, Florida for Monday.
What is the zip code for pickup first?
Sorry.
What is the zip code for pickup?
Oh yeah, zip code for pickup is 91355.
Okay. What is commodity on this?
It's 40,000 pounds of doors. I think like door parts.
Are they palletized?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And how much are you paid?
We are trying to stay around 5,000 to 550, 100, as close as possible.
5,000. We're talking about 2,800 miles, guys.
It's not gonna work.
Well, hold on. Let me just reconfirm. Maybe my math is wrong, right? So 5,000 divide by 2,800 miles.
Or you could also, because I'm trying to help a broker this out. And so if you could get me the rate y'all would need, and then I could also check with him on extending this pickup time past 2.
Well, first we go into the dead area. It's a drive in to Miami. So if we're talking about 2,800 miles, we need to be at least at 235 per mile. So we're talking about $6,600 to be able to.
66. Okay.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry. And what's your name?
Alex.
Sorry, Alex.
Yes.
Okay. Hey, so let me check with him and then get y'all a call back.
Okay. And what is your
Let
name?
you know about the drop time.
And what is
Ian.
Okay, sounds good. Call me back.
Yes, ma'am.
Mhm.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Well, what is going on? Well, this is a reality of today. TQL is hoping that you're gonna pick up this, deliver by Monday. So first, pay attention. We already almost to the cutoff for pickup, so they have to arrange that they're gonna wait for our truck. You willing to pay and stay around $5,000, $1.78 to go to that Miami for drive-in? No way, Jose. I mean, guys, if you are still taking this loads for this money, well, the market is never gonna change. Never gonna change. So even 6,600, it's still on a lower side, 230 per mile, with hope. In this case, I have vented van, so maybe at least he can get the $1.80 with those watermelons, so I can still average that $2 per mile as average, with coming from Chicago, going to Nevada, then going to California, so probably with 3 runs, hoping for $1.97, and that's what the reality is nowadays. Well, I think we had a little preview. Nobody's paying 7,500. Nobody's paying 8,000 for drive-ins in California. So if you really want to go there, well, know that the reality is different. Plus, you go in there for so cheap that after you put the 2 loads, you're still gonna average that $1.78, $1.85. You're gonna be dealing with a DOT week coming up next week, right? So do you want to be caught in California on the DOT week? Probably no, no, and no. The rates might go up, right? Because a lot of people do not drive on DOT. That can be beneficial for some of you. So who knows? But that's how trucking works. That's how dispatchers work. And that's what we do. And of course, we are going back to our updated schedule and just wanted to remind you that our next training for dispatchers is coming up on June 1st, right? Right now we have trucking and IFTA. We had it 2 weeks ago. Right now we have classes for trucking safety and compliance, but next class is starting June 1st. Wow, class is getting sold out. Students already pre-starting, but this is what's going on in Dispatch Training Center. We got bunch of good reviews and we are so proud to be 5-star Dispatch Training Center in the USA. We have bunch of reviews on Facebook page. We have Google reviews. I think we are almost to 90 reviews, and you guys know people don't really like to put reviews on a Google. So actually being around 90 reviews and all of them are 5-star, it's a big achievement for us. It's a big achievement for me as an instructor. Well, we still going strong. We still giving education. We still making sure that you know the principles, that you know the USA, that you know the geography, operational costs, that you know how to deal with drivers, that you have positive attitude. You becoming better and better because knowledge is a key to any success. And actually, we do believe in DTC, in Dispatch Training Center, that education is our core business. And that's why we are not giving up. We are actually getting better and better with every class. And we are thankful to all the followers. We are thankful to all the students who have chosen us, who are still choosing us over other trainings. And I can just sit here and be grateful and consider myself very lucky that I am able to reach out so many people to help them to maybe open company, to improve their dispatching skills, and actually change trucking for the better together. Love you guys and see you soon.